You aren't buying that for anything else on Nuke. 250 for Nerds, a molly in the mix. Smoke as well, but no pace. Going to take this one relatively slowly. On towards the roof, has gone shush. So that molly is going to be backside top heart. Looks like top heart.
It's unfortunate no one listened for top hut because they're mauling a place where no one dropped.
Yeah, and waste of resources. Does target Flames at the back of the site, and with Apex and Flames combined, they found the opening. Look at this top side defense. Apex has found a pair of frags. Spings posts another onto Nerds, and just like that, a perfect, flawless pistol takes shape for Vitality.
That looked way too easy.
Yeah.
I know we didn't catch all of the action there, but all the kills just happened in a moment and not even much damage whatsoever. So Heroic, that is a very flat start.
So for my newbie brain twist, when you're listening to Top Hut, are you guaranteed to hear them if you get the right, like a good spawn? You can hear that every time?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know who entered lobby first. I think it was Nerds, but he kind of went into a passive approach.
Yeah.
If you're going close to the hut, you can always hear them drop. I mean, even Shush should have been able to hear it on top of roof, so it's a bit weird that
could have used it backside or some, somewhere where it was more beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, there's a dangerous thing in not creating any pressure in the first 15 seconds, because this is why people usually break door or smoke something outside insta. It's kind of funny that Shush is even still alive, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still going to be 5 alive for Vitality, so in terms of strong starts, there's step 1.
Okay, well, conversion should be pretty easy. What are you making of the scenario that teams find themselves in the early stages for the T side now, Russ? I know the plant didn't happen there, but has it changed the methodology, right? It's still full eco in the second if you don't plant?
On a map like Nuke, you should definitely full eco and get AKs out. I mean, you kind of know that CTs cannot have AWP in first gun, and then outside becomes utilized way more often, so then you can play around with that.
All right, well, we do see a smoke in the mix. That's about it. So likely for Vitality just to make things a quick 2-0. But this is the dream start, right? Going up against Glocks, you're just going to mold them. Oh,
not again.
Well, I think that one landed.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're scarred by the G2 game.
Oh, man.
Did you go back and watch that, or is that one being erased from the memory?
A bit erased.
Yeah, okay. No, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they missed outside smokes like 7 rounds in a row, so.
It was a little bit hit, mainly miss.
Mainly miss.
Mainly miss.
Yeah, but they did, I mean, they pivoted so nicely. They're calling it.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just more reminiscing. Down the bloody vents with no util. Oh, dear.
To be fair, it was a good call.
Yeah, worked out wonderfully. But let's see if these Glocks can get anywhere close to a bomb site. I think Flames has boarded them off of ramp. And you can understand that, actually, yeah, an opportunity presented itself there, but he's actually found the head of Spink, so there you go. That's something to be celebrated for Heroic into their second round eco.
I guess Glocks, you're going to take anything in a round like this. Yeah. 1 feels great, 2 would be even better, but Apex will make sure that doesn't happen. So 4 staying alive for Vitality. We'll see the rifles come into the hands, and now I hope we see something a little bit more, doesn't necessarily have to be pacey, but with some conviction to it from Heroic, right? The pistol round was very flat, delayed top pop. That was a full eco with just 1 smoke. Now we need to see if, well, they picked this map for a reason, Heroic. Let's find out why.
Yeah, well, some frags would be nice, wouldn't they? So far, most players empty-handed for Heroic. Let's see if they deviate going into our first gun.
Pretty standard opening. Squeaky, lurk smoke, top hut, molly in play. Yard smokes as well, trying to create as many possibilities.
It looks lobby crunchy. And, Zywoo catches flak immediately. Good work from Shush, but the trade is there. Mezzy, he takes that opportunity during the distraction to try and burrow deeper into hut. Those outside smokes, they are occupied behind. Lots of moving pieces in this, and Mezzy does well onto Nerds. Looks great for Vitality at this point, already dealing with the initial threat. An offensive defense. Kixon has caught an opportunity here. Apex unprepared. Oh, can I have a knife and fork, please? I'd like to eat my word.
Yeah.
He was prepared, and it's a beautiful, wow, this is almost flawless so far from Vitality. A grand total of 2 frags for Heroic.
And both from Shush.
Yeah.
So this is a nightmare start. When your players aren't getting any kills this early in the game, I know we're only 3 rounds deep, but it is concerning that nobody's looking warmed up or you're not too worried about it. How did this make you feel?
I mean, it's definitely red alert that it's a slow start from not only the team itself, but individuals. But to be fair, it looks like they haven't gotten much opportunities to really get into it. I mean, they had the right read on the first gun. It's fast outside smokes to create pressure, and they had 3 in lobby ready for the push, and they capitalized by a 1-for-1 trade. It's just unfortunate that the double lurk outside picked the wrong area to walk.
All right, well, it looks like they're setting up for a bit of a top pop here. We can see utility being dropped and donated on the roof as smoke wall being thrown towards yard to try and draw some rotation. We already have Apex who started down lower. You can see him going to poke his head up secret in a moment's time. So we can get information behind this smoke wall. There's not going to be a molly to push him out. So that's a big problem right now for Heroic. It should draw the attention of these top defenders and Ramp to batten down the hatches. Ooh. And Spinks has done an awful lot of damage through that smoke, unconfirmed, onto Nerds. They've got a couple of smokes, flashes, and Molotovs to work with.
Apex got full info outside.
Yeah, Mezzi's going to be on high alert, trying to play anti. Still gets a very good flash on his face. I will catch Kixon's aggress. Spinks, solid position for the multi-kill, and he lays down the law. Triple kill for Spinks. With that scavenged AK-47, things are swimming for Vitality. And quite the opposite for Heroic. This one's feeling, this one's feeling like it's just one-way street.
What did you think about the veto when you saw them picking into Nuke? I thought Heroic would go something a little bit scrimmier.
It's a bit dangerous. I mean, Heroic pick Nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit wild. I mean, the map pool that's given to them is not so bad. I mean, they obviously have to pick their comfort, and I guess with the stand-in, your playbook is only going to run so deep, and they probably felt like before Nuke Dallas left that Nuke was their comfort. So they went back to that. But yeah, picking it against Vitality is of course high risk.
Yeah, that was the next question, because Vitality, it's not like they're a slouch on this map by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I mean, look at the EPL performance. I mean, they trashed the phase on it, and then I think whoever they played next also did not fare very well on Nuke, so yeah.
I know it would have been a massive risk, and it's crazy, and like you're talking about how there's pressure now because you've made it to a playoff game, but I would have loved them just, practiced for the day that they had off doing media, just played some Vertigo and God, screw it. Like, let's just, because it would have been in the pool. I know it's very risky to do and nobody wants to touch it. This choice is telling me they feel like they have a chance, and right now, well, that's not the case whatsoever. We're talking 3 kills in 4 rounds of play. Back in with the guns out. ZywOo, aggressive yard. He could just stall this out completely right here, right now.
Yeah, Apex are trying to sell something. Actually, with an aggressive flash, they push it. ZywOo, oh, double kill. Tessus needs something, finally brings down the beast, but damage is done. Now Apex can put the cherry on top as he finds Silo. Tessus will trade. Competitive rounds taking shape, but just as I say that, Nerds trying to maneuver through that squeaky smoke, trying to find space on main. Cost him his life. Tessus, he's noted, he's half health or less, 30 HP for him to try and piece this together, and they're going to double swing, multiple elevations. No hope.
Well, I love what we're seeing out of Vitality. In both the rifle rounds, they dictated the tone of the round. The first one was a lobby crunch. Right. The second one was an outside flash and fight. It shows that, hey, they don't want to wait till round 10 to start playing. They've started playing from the very beginning and not getting denied on any of the moves. I wonder, do you keep that up, though? Do you keep dictating the tone of the game? Or now that you've done that so much, do you reel it in and force Heroic maybe to go slower on their default?
I mean, since ZywOo doesn't have AWP, they're probably swaying away from playing default rounds.
Okay.
So having more like heads-up CS with 5 rifles. But you can see even on these type of rounds where they know Heroic have like a bad buy, Apex has gone secret twice to maintain outside information. So I think they're well prepped for this map.
Looks like Nerds is cooking something.
Yeah, I guess to stay alive in between the flames and the smoke. Out squeaky he goes. Top pop and entry kills there.
Oh, never mind one. He gets both. Mezzi, full flash.
That's the bomb in the vent.
Oh. What's happened there?
A blunder.
Yeah, what a blunder.
Doing Henry G proud.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this suddenly becomes very uncomfortable. All of that hard work from Nerds, and now you still feel like you're on the back foot.
It's caught, so gives one back. 2v4 situation. Apex threw the smoke towards the vent. I'm not sure exactly how. Yeah, it's spread over the bomb.
The funny thing is about the bomb being down the vent is that if you're Heroic, you kind of know where the players are going to be. They want to position themselves around the bomb. So.
Right, that makes sense. I mean, for Kixon, you can see he's flirting with the idea of dropping vents. He just wants to time it with the secret walk. Apex acknowledging that's likely. Ready for this duel. And Tessus clean with it. So despite Shush's blunder, doesn't look like it's going to come back to haunt them too much. I say that, maybe flames! A good attempt, but there's Heroic getting themselves their first.
I think Apex made that. So, well, it was always going to be tough for him considering it was a 2v4 situation. But when he threw that smoke, it's like, you know, Dan, you know we're playing CS2, right? The smoke will fill the void of the vent. It looked funny as.
Yeah, especially when he could have been great to slow this secret crawl down.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
And you see this, the mindset suddenly shift. You know, it's like the comms was suddenly like, yo, do we still have the bomb? And he's like, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not
they
sure.
could have taken it. Let's hope not. All right, well, there's residual cash, another buy. There's still a little bit on a few members of Vitality, even if they lose 2 consecutive. They want to stay heads up. Aggressive lobby, another crunch.
What? 4 CTs are in lobby. 139. Yeah, Nikodos gets a rude shock as the incendiary lands, forces him into Mezzi, and an opening kill for Vitality. Tessus, aware that lobby was so occupied, surely aware and cognizant that there's only going to be one towards the yard position. He's hunting. Apex going to give him the fight. Just the tip of the head.
I saw
I
that.
think Apex spotted him.
Yeah.
Should be shown on radar.
Yeah. Oh, does give him the fight. Tessus down.
Okay, well, that looked like a curious duel. Apex playing, I would say, the most important position on the map as the outside rifler, and you know, there's some of these in-game leaders who like to play those positions because they can feel the game a bit better, and he's off to a good start, which means his reads are probably going to continue to flow. And that's one of the things, when in-game leaders are having good games in those spots, it can really just dictate the entire tone. You get to call from the most position of power regarding info.
I like this from Mezzi. He's catching a very quick timing on the flank. Oh, going for it. Timing is perfect. They seem to be cognizant of it. Nurse is aware, but he still loses out the duel. And then they're baying each other. Let Mezzi play. Now Shush low. There's the trade. And we've got ourselves a 6. Wow, this CT side out of Vitality seems rather inspired. Very aggressive, very nonchalant.
Well, it would be a shame if we had a crazy group stage, Russ, and then we get to this point and the results are just going to be whitewashes in terms of the teams we expect to be the favorites. That's going to be a shame.
Yeah.
I want a crazy CS. We're crazy CS in the groups. What's happening?
I mean, of course, I want a good series out of this too. It's really unfortunate that Tessus does not take the timing, knowing that 4 players could have been in lobby, or even 3. Even with 3, you should be walking through these outside smokes and trying to find the gap. By not walking through the smokes, his entire team used all their resources, and Vitality had full info, and he missed the only gap that could have been found. So.
Right. Finding those gaps, that's where you kind of, that's where you make or break that kind of role. I'm looking at the opening duels. Heroic actually have 4 opening duels so far in this game, with only 1 round to boast off of the back of it. I imagine that's also just to do with the way in which things have been flowing. Still no AWP in the mix. It's working with the rifles. What's the call this time from Apex? How does he want to start things off? He's actually started himself over towards the ramp side, going down lower.
Yeah, still no AWP on the CT side. Just happy to operate with 5 rifles. So Zywoo keeps him a bit more mobile. Also means that if the smoke walls come up, he's not as limited as if he had an AWP, so that's a positive. MZ playing behind the ramp smoke and even gets a bit of tickle. Oh, more than tickle damage.
Deadly tickles. Kicks and a nerds. Their round is just cancelled now. You know, we talked about how players hate being tagged by a scout. They'd rather just die. Well, how's that for Kicks and nerds?
I mean, Nerds caught a stray bullet in the back.
Straight to the face. Brutal. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is just such a meek half for Heroic. It doesn't feel like they're ever able to establish any map territory whatsoever. They're being dictated to in all of the fights. Vitality look very confident, always taking a duel. Ready for more is Mezzi and Hart. Spinks is close squeaky. The map feels very constricted. Like, Heroic are getting no room to play. This would be a Mezzi chance, not a kill,
no,
but damage.
A lot of it. And it's Spinks that puts the end to Nerds.
Look at them. They're all just searching, wanting to fight.
And this time it's working out for Heroic. I'm sure that must have been some of the communications they had. It's like, boys, just hold your aim. They're coming for you. They will give you these fights. Ooh, a second from Zywoo could have changed the dynamic. But despite all of that damage dealt by Flames, that's the most convincing round we'll see from Heroic.
A gift.
Yeah. Well, the push is kept on. So that's the other side of things, right? The confidence has been working for them throughout, and this time it doesn't. Now they can get 1 more rifle round Vitality. Xtaz has taken a tactical timeout. What are you saying in this situation, Twist?
I think you get the AWP out and you start playing more standard.
Right.
Kind of maybe put Zywoo and ramp with the AWP and let the other riflers control the map. Don't give Heroic any chance for openings. I mean, if this half gets out of control for Vitality, then they're going to be disappointed with that round, given that Heroic had 1 smoke at 110
Well, it's coming to fruition. Spinks has dropped the AWP across to Zywoo, got it back in A1S in exchange. Mezzi's operating with something a little bit lighter, but still quite deadly. He's got the Alligator, the auto shotgun in his hands. It's Util going to be missing a couple of Molotovs. Or incendiaries, excuse me.
Yeah, Twist, have you given the auto shotgun its due diligence in investigating how strong that weapon truly is?
Oh, it's very strong. Same with the Nova.
Right.
The Nova and XM is very strong.
Okay, I'll get the Nova back in my loadout.
What are you feeling about the A4? I'm seeing it getting picked up a lot more.
I think there's definitely a case for it to be made.
Top rush.
Yeah, we've got pace here, folks. Spinks has been warded off. They're going down the vent. Close your eyes, Twist. That bomb's going to be heading into the site. Now, Flames is at least here. And, well, his teammate's gone. Zywoo just got deleted by Nerds. And that's an important duel to win. Flames, a good one. Mezzi, the shotgun. Finds kicks in.
Oh, what a push from Apex.
Nerds. They have no idea about Nerds. He slipped the gap.
Yeah, you can see Flames is getting hunted down here. Apex, however, good for it. Tessa's down.
Oh, what? Nerds, what? What? Was that just a no? How could he not know he wasn't open?
Comms?
But he...
I think there must have been some stress in TeamSpeak, because I think his teammates kind of might feel like he sold them in some way. Because he had two people in the back, potentially, and he didn't look at either of them.
That is insane. That was their round to win from that position. The fact that he doesn't get the trade on Apex there, that is wild. Okay, well, now Nikodos, last man standing, roughly 45 seconds left on the clock. He's going to die to the flank. Mezzi will make sure of that. And that was the round to break the finances of Vitality. That was an extremely important round for Heroic as far as this half is concerned. It's a shocking one to lose.
Why does this first half of Counter-Strike feel like a fever dream?
It is. It feels like slow and patchy, and I don't know. It's a little bit odd, but that's just in place with the entire event, I'd say, so far.
How bizarre.
So this kill comes in.
Right. And now Nerds was up ramp,
Tessas
right?
must have known it was from behind.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because he started edging into it backwards as if he wasn't open to it.
Yeah.
Like, I know Tessas wasn't facing the direction he died in. It was a silenced M4, but he knew it wasn't in front of him, which had to be from the side.
Oh, the synchronization of the flash does render that clear of the smoke useless.
All right, when in doubt, pack
Walk it
roll.
out. Yeah.
Oh, this is always gets me so nervy. The fate of the smokes, and Shush gets the opener. So there's another one for the tally.
Apex continues his good performance. A strong start from him. 11 frags. A recoverable half for Heroic. All of what we've said and what we've seen, regardless of it, Heroic could recover this half if they can turn this one around. The CTs have exhausted the majority of their utility. Apex doubling up with Spinks. Are they going to go for a reclear?
I think they have to, because the pressure towards Hell and Heaven based off the main smoke, so they need to search. And you'd send Apex first, because normally the Yard Rifler flames you with a good timing, but a great shot from Nikodos.
Nikodos, strong on the AK as well. We know that. Shadow betrays. It does get traded. Shush! Bomb! Oh, he saved himself.
What?
How has he found that shot? Apex unable to provide the trade. Now Shush with a bomb. Mezzi down the vents, forced it out wide by the Flames. 1 versus 3 for the Brit. And he misses his first opportunity. Nikodos does manage to get away to reposition, and as we discussed, the finances, they are not so positive for Vitality. I can't believe Shush gets both there.
Well, he got 3 kills within that round, right? He got the opening exchange, and then he gets 2 down towards Secret, and he wasn't prepared for that the second kill lower at all.
No. That was very shocking that he got him.
Let's get that from his POV if we can, please, Mr. DJ, because that must have been a wild one. They're on the hunt. They want to try and take this away from Mezzi. Looking at the residual cash where the loss bonus is at, this would actually be an important rifle to take away if they can get their hands on it.
Man, Shush, he's come to the stage and he's come to play. You know, in the absence of the top performer of this tournament so far, Tessas, with just 3 so far, it's Shush who seems to be very comfortable in front of the lights, in front of the crowd.
All right, well, you're happy with that. Look at the finances over there on the Team Vitality side. The high end that we're looking at is about 3.2K on Flamesy. And the low end, the bottom of the barrel, is the likes of Mezzi. But you have to force in this situation with the loss bonus bottomed out. Or at least that's what I've been telling people for years.
No, you do have to force. Even if Heroic doesn't look like they can be broken, you do have to force.
Yeah, Apex felt like he probably should have had that trade. Oof. And Nerds with another opener. Okay, so this force will fall flat, and then you're going to have the loss bonus into the next round. Vitality are going to have 2 shocking rounds. So we can have a 7-5 half for Heroic recovered. It hasn't been the flashiest.
That Deagle headshot is pretty damn flashy, Chatty, and actually tagging Tessus. That silenced M4, whistles a couple of bullets past Apex, so an understanding of where 2 of the 4 are. Turns his back to the threat and looking to reposition.
I just think that Heroic, it may as well all play through yard, but then it's just decide on how you want to finish. Go down towards lower, lots of corridors where the pistols can play close. So they're throwing util to force their way around towards heaven again. Great lockers smoke.
Yeah, more chip damage from Apex. He's having a game, folks. That's one hell of a headshot. Nerds is gone. A double kill with just the Deeg, and they've managed to rectify the situation. The loss of Spinks early. Nerds found that headshot, and now Apex, he's not even on the hunt. He wants more. He's got a man advantage, but still, now spotted out in the vents flames. Throws out his incendiary. He's getting run down.
This?
Yeah, that's mad aggression from Shush. But it does boil down to a 30-second 3v3. Zywu in the vents. And MP9. Mezzi to join him. This is so uncomfortable. This is so uncomfortable. Down they go. Tessus finds Mezzi. Yeah, on 5 HP. Oh my god, if Zywu was to get it, Nikados has saved them. 18 seconds looking to pivot. Oh, come on, Apex! He's feeling himself right now. A triple. Bomb is going up. He's going to be able to recover a rifle, but surely this favors Nikados in every way, shape, and form.
He's holding W.
He's going to fly up this with a flash.
Surely not.
Okay. Finally, they put Apex on ice.
What a crazy round. All the shenanigans in the vent, some banger shots from Apex, the in-game leader, 14 kills to his name. Yeah, he doesn't want to have a slow start. He's having a cracking start.
Oh, bang.
He was just constantly searching yard, just like strafing, jiggling, looking for all the jewels. This is hilarious that he's tried to, I guess, flex on Nikados in that way. But hey, what are you meant to do? You're in a terrible place to retake.
Yeah, you're sitting on a heater.
All right, final round of the half.
Yeah, and it could very well be a recovery. Nuts, straight down the vents, and it's worked out well. Not a single point of damage dealt. Already, you're so deep under.
They should have heard that, though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Noisy on the descent.
This is very scary for Nikados. If he doesn't have the perfect timing, if he's caught on a reload, and they both reloaded in simultaneous fashion. Didn't opt to put the hold W just yet. 3 MP9s waiting for their moment to strike.
This is how they were playing their rifle rounds as well, though. Now they're just doing it with 5.7s and SMGs. Close hard, close squeaky, ready to fight.
I mean, unfortunately, they have to. I mean, they had the force buy the last 2 rounds of the half. Luckily for them, there was no outside smoke, so they're not really feeling pressured that they connect with nerds, but they do have a lot of outside control.
Yeah, as I was anticipating, the fate of the smoke, Tessus versus Zywu, our most imminent head-to-head. I say that as actually Mezzi's calling lobby clear. He hasn't cleared it. Doesn't done his due diligence. Big one from Shush.
Back turn.
Overlooking Mezzi.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, there's something for them to do. He's pipped the gap completely.
I'm not really sure if this is going to give them anything, though.
Yeah, I'm not
If he goes
sure.
all the way yard, he's not going to find anybody.
He'll just be expected from Secret. I mean, he should find Nikados here, actually.
Yeah, but the bomb's going down. He'll find himself the kill and the upgrade.
Well, they have to go for it. There's no kit available for this. 40 seconds has started.
Yeah, they're so segregated as well. Smoked off main, his options very limited. Flames has actually cleared out heaven. That changes things. That changes things completely. Mezzi now knows he's got the green light to come in from heaven. They can just barrage through. It's going to be bodies, just throwing bodies at the problem.
Good molly.
Tessus, solid, kicks and finds Flames, and it's only Mezzi with that recovered AK. A nice first. Clearing the vents, doesn't have the precision. Kicks and closes, heroic recover. It started bleak, but 3 on the trot to close, a 7-5 half. Back in business, second half, first map, first quarterfinal of Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2024. Vitality, they were looking for a strong start, and they got it, but capitulating towards the end of things. A couple of oversteps, missteps, heroic. They're putting up a fight after all. We got Twist joining us at the casting desk. It's me and Chatty B, of course. And we're getting ourselves situated for our second half. Heroic taking to the defense. But Twist, to recap where that went wrong for Vitality, are there a couple of pain points?
Oh yeah, I mean the round where Heroic had no utility and Vitality pushed lobby into them and gave them a free round basically. That one definitely hurts a lot. And then the one to break the economy near the end of the half that caused 2 force buys in a row. Yeah, both map-saving situations.
Do you think that takes some of the confidence out of the wind out of your sails, as it were?
Oh, for
Losing
sure.
rounds like that?
Yeah, especially the way that they were lost.
Yeah.
Is just is a tough one.
They're going to drop main here with these flashes. Oh no, no flashes, just jump around, fight towards single, and they've blown the pistol round wide open.
Who needs utility when you can do headshots, actually? Mezzi's having a great time.
What was the go signal for that? Because they were set up with Apex with flashes, but I didn't see the flashes get thrown. They were already fighting. Oh.
Okay, Mezzi, feeling himself a
But
bit
you
too
can't
much.
lose this one, surely.
Don't call me Shirley. Let's see.
Well, you shouldn't lose this one.
There is no way.
A 5v2.
Tessus is clear in lobby. Shush is trying to, hold on to the heavens, but he is going to be found by Flames. The Tessus 1v4.
I mean, they're giving him duels.
They are certainly giving him the opportunity. The bomb's gotten across. Goes down. Flames gets a bit more nervous now. He knows where he is. He's clearing him out. Can isolate the jewel. If he'd have found the head, could have fallen apart. But there it is. Vitality, they will convert the T-side pistol.
All right. Well, that's both pistols.
Yeah.
And after they won the pistol in the first half, that's quiet. So this is what I was talking about with the leap around. The flashes were actually slightly more delayed, and the ones that he had lined up were the ones that perfectly land just in front of main. I think you see G2 use those and they drop in and they fight main, but in this situation, it was jump around, fight, try and get over towards heaven and hell, and well, Apex is quite happy with that. And we have a CT side force by a Scout, some MP9s, a Deagle. It's going to be lacking util. 2 players towards ramp. They're going to get the boost set up. Obviously, heavy util advantage for Vitality in this. As your Molly top heart, I mean, Shush is going to have to move backside as well. He just extinguishes.
Flames? You heard the extinguish.
flashes.
Oh, yeah. Team flash, perhaps. Flames goes in and finds Shush.
Save.
Yeah, this
is the worst situation. It's like, well, we didn't get any kills. We hardly did any damage. We're not close enough to force our way into the site. No, kicks in. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. Don't give anything away. What's the point? At least have I like to call it a double dip.
Yeah, you can save and you can try it again. Yeah.
Better than being eco.
I think unfortunate for Shush is he denies the molly and he kind of has a timer on when the smoke is going to bloom into his vision. So when he's looking down, it's like when you deny it, you only have like 3 seconds with vision.
And then it's over,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that whole new dynamic with the smokes. People are, I guess it's going to take a while to master them because of how the difference of a lot of them oscillating and all those things. It's a lot more detail in the smoke now. So, they will go for another attempt with the MP9s, the Scout, the Deagle. Shush. What are you going to buy into? You don't really have to grab anything, mate. Just stick to the USP.
They've given him a
floating
smoke.
around. Yeah,
what a gift.
That's charitable. $300.
Master has given Dobby a smoke.
Good luck, Shush. How can you use this? I just wanted to see them do some damage early because they did, what were we saying? 3 kills in 4 rounds of play? And that was in the start of the half. I know that they were back into things, but you can't be starting both halves just down in a massive hole without any damage. It's not competitive.
No, you definitely need kills early on in the half for both sides.
And I would find this buy so terrifying. When none of you have got a helmet and there's 3 MAC-10s just going to be rounding corners, jumping around corners. They've got their work cut out for them. A Nikados Scout pick outside would have been lovely. Hasn't pulled the trigger.
Even just a tag to make things interesting with some of the choke points coming out squeaky, hard, or ramp. The fact he gets nothing and they're able to get away, that's extremely rough for Heroic. He did have opportunities as well. And now, unless he just repositions, which I feel like he definitely should, he's not going to be able to do anything within the round. Smoke wall up. He can't contribute.
Good timing on this resmoke.
All right, the $300 investment did come into play.
Yeah, okay, that will delay them. 60 seconds starting to count down. The pressure will slowly be felt.
That gap doesn't matter. Nobody's even worried about it.
I think there might be a missed outside wall.
Yeah,
so if someone spotted that, then...
It doesn't look like anyone's having a look.
Wait, Shush has actually got himself a Zeus as well. It does enable him to be a contributing member. Molly sorts him out. Oh, and then the wallbang comes through.
Still alive.
He's still alive.
He has a chance, Alex.
Maybe the Zeus can find impact. Go on, Shush. Oh, a little too far away. Flames has kicked open the front door with a double on the Mac 10. Kicks down to the Flames Mackie. Tessus does duck his head away. It's still a 2v3 as things boil out. It's a triple from Flames. You'd think that would be enough, but the bomb's still not planted. Spink's going to be punching in the code now. Under the guise of the smoke. And what are you supposed to do with this? A Deagle and a Scout trying to get yourself back into the site.
You're not meant to do anything.
Yeah.
But you may as well have a crack.
Yeah, there's no point in saving this, so you definitely want to go for it.
Where's Nikodos going?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just damage, I guess. If he goes around lobby, maybe gets them exiting.
I mean, the bomb radius is pretty extreme on this map, so a scout tag on a couple players can go a long way.
So yeah, playing for damage.
Yeah, they're opting the safe secret, though, I think.
They are playing the long game heroic, though. But this is the same kind of thought process that was going into the first half. They've... Tessus had an opportunity.
One of those Deagle headshots would have been lovely. He gets a couple more opportunities, and his damage does lead to Flames' demise.
Okay.
Not the end of the world, but damage nonetheless.
All right, let's get competitive rounds now, Heroic. Let's go. Let's get the half started. 5-round differential. Rifles come out. No AWP available for Nikodos. Everybody has full bags of utility. There's diffuse kits. 3 sets of head armor. Everything they need.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Your map choice.
Prove it now. Prove that it's your map choice for a reason. Maybe that win against Snarv kind of filled them with some confidence on Nuke. Right now, Vitality, they're definitely having their wicked way with the
early ramp pressure.
Yeah, they're pressuring ramp. Bit of chip damage, but Mezzi, he's not going to be dissuaded. That's a big test for Tessus. Passes the first. Concedes the space. Apex, during that moment of distraction, he slipped. Down secret. So you've got ramp and you've got secret. Is that not a winning formula, would you say,
This
Russell?
is definitely a winning formula. Also, he got there without being spotted.
Okay. So primary objective now is catch the reaggress. Nuts is coming to clear them. Tessus can swing to try and find the trade. Zywo anticipates with the Molotov. Forces him into the fight. Big duel to be taken. Nikodos has actually saved them. A double kill on both. Ramp is no longer there under their control. Apex has swung open the door, but Spinks not ready for this crawl. Through the squeaky door, it all falls to Apex, and for him, he's just been watching that kill feed. Now he shakes his head, he tucks his tongue. He's like, lads.
Here's the thing. With the new audio, you cannot hear this door open lower. So they still don't know about him.
Oh. Okay. Now that does change the dynamic somewhat. He still has the element of surprise.
They're convinced that he's outside.
Right. I had no idea. The door sound cue, I used to have to account for that, break glass, open another door.
Okay, maybe Nikodos has a slight feeling.
But if he goes B, he has
the bomb.
And he has a smoke. So, okay, he's going to just smoke off the Astralis plant position. He'll punch in the digits. They'll box him in, but damage is great here as well. The plant's fantastic.
Door still closed. Options are aplenty. That's the first of the 1v3. Is Apex cooking up trouble here? Playing around those doors. He knows he's planted Astralis. He's going to call the bluff on the first fake. Kicks in holding it now. He needs to be able to isolate this duel. Cross their placement. No, little late from Apex. A second too late. Otherwise, that's a 1v3 right there for the taking.
Great attempt.
You can't really play that more well, to be honest.
He's hitting shots today as well.
Yeah.
We're getting old school Apex with the aim department. Hitting bangers on the Deagles, a couple of crispy ones there. You kill 4 players. That's a great round, all things considered. Look, the ramp skirmishes was weird. Nerds coming up and not being ready for players to have ramp control, that was strange. And then the double from Nikodos was round saving. So there's a couple of moments there, and then Apex attempting a 1-on-3. The exciting round of Counter-Strike. We take that one. Big tick, Alex. We like that.
We
like that.
I will say that the death discussion is going to be interesting, considering the 2 players that they put in the firing line. Spinks and Zywo at the bottom of the scoreboard so far. We saw Zywo getting caught out by that Nikodos spray. This was Nikodos closing out the round after just a second delay as Apex's attempt at the 1v3 got close. Xtaz, he's called that timeout, trying to ensure that those last 3 remaining rounds for Vitality can be coming thick and fast.
Well, that was an interesting approach, right? 3 players run ramp and just take a heads-up duel. That's essentially how they open that round. I think something goes, whoa, lobby crunch.
Yeah, Spinks, he's good for the first, but lobby is theirs, and Nikodos is already anticipating presence towards the secret side.
Yeah, Vitality will just take advantage of all the numbers being in lobby.
That's an opportunity if he goes any wider. He's missing his opportunity. Now he spots him. Doesn't close. Flames. He'll react.
I know how that feels.
Horrible.
Yeah.
This round is so tough for Heroic now. No real space, have to worry about an awful lot of the time. There's so much of it on the clock for them to continue to work. You want to push for info, but you're all disconnected.
You have to rely on a multi-killer from one of these players. Either the CT Vant guy is searching main, or you have search this way too.
He's screwed, surely.
So exposed. Does he adjust for a second? Apex good for the trade.
So all 3.
Info. They're coming in towards Kixon. This is a hard clear. They don't do it properly. Apex does go down. Still the bomb scooped up by Mezzi. Nikodos having to come up. The smoke, however, does facilitate it. Zyro providing the covering fire. Mezzi gets the bomb in. Can Nikodos standing in? Can he stand up in the clutch? Knows where Mezzi is. But not going to clear out Zywu. Another Vitality round off the back of the timeout. Apex very happy with that one.
Money broken for Heroic.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario if you're CT. I mean, their half buy isn't going to be so bad, or Tesla says just full bot.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, that's the thing as well. It always catches me off guard, right? The 3550. You're getting yourself the Silenced M4 and the Kevlar. Been able to shove all in, so we got an A4, a couple of A1Ss, MP9s. Essentially, Heroic fighting for their right to continue in this map choice, so we're going to be heading to Dust2 quite quickly. Ramp pressure again.
Yeah, just with a Mac 10. Flames giving it a good go, and it's traded, so ramp is lost. It's tough out here for a ramp player.
3 players lower already.
Bit of an over-rotation.
Yep.
Oh dear.
I mean, they rotated through vent.
That's an important frag.
Something to work with. Just going to try and walk out hard, and this over-rotation is really going to work against Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, unless Nerds can do it all. He has just pipped the gap. The jump from Mezzi gets the info. An important spot onto Nerds. Kixon especially, yeah, onto Mezzi. They definitely have got the opportunity here. And Kixon, he closes it down. Triple kill. Heroic putting up a fight.
Nikodos just sacrificed himself through that Molotov, right, so they could swing together. Lucky Kixon made good on that.
Event did them a favor, because Apex heard everyone rotate and Nerds had full info that no one was outside, like, connecting with them. So they just funneled them into lobby, and they forced them to go A.
I wonder, like, really trying to put this early pressure on ramp. We've seen Vitality attempt to do that twice now with rifle rounds. You don't really see that an awful lot. Like, 3 players run towards ramp and just try and take that heads-up duel.
I mean, it's not so bad with AKs especially. If you have good spawns and you're confident, I mean, confidence goes a long way in this game. So.
Would you prefer in that situation that the opponent is mollying it or smoking it? Smoking it obviously can run through without having to extinguish, but the molly, you might catch them trying to play a deeper line or...
Yeah, I think smoking it is probably... I mean, you're talking about CT, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to what utility you have, and Tess has prioritized A4, and I think he had A4 smoke, so...
Just the smoke.
Yeah.
But he smoked it in the previous round they did as well. They smoked it at HE when they tried it a few rounds earlier, where it was Mezzi who ran out. He was the initial fight. But I think that's the round where Nerds had gone towards lower, so maybe there was no molly in the mix there either. Either way, space taken, Zywu across, jump spot. Has he not spotted anything just yet? What? Has Kixon not seen anything?
Oh boy.
Well, this is where those miscommunications can add up into something very uncomfortable.
Zywu hears us now.
Zywu's had 2 opportunities. 2 opportunities with the hero rifle, yet to post a frag. Apex deals with the lobby crunch to the loss of Spinks. Oh, no way! He burst Nerds to the face! It's a 2v2, folks. They've got the bomb on Apex. Top side's taken. He's only got a Glock. He's got 2 kills. Zywu with the rifle empty-handed. Maybe he can close at least. How has he done that? He swapped a burst?
Yeah. Heard the click.
God. Tessa's spotted out. Zywu struggling to find the lethality. Oh, it has to be Apex. He can't do it. Nikodos has saved them. Despite his best efforts.
What a crazy round. Apex is doing it with everything.
He has bomb alone.
Yeah.
Like,
He's doing absolutely everything this game, Apex. Deagles, AKs, clutch attempts,
Bro,
Glocks.
Here we go. So the first lovely click. What a nutter.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of burst.
Yeah, has its place. Yeah,
Apparently so. And Nikodos this time up the vent finds a success. Tough one, but still, there wasn't a lot of investment into that round from Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, you get one of those 3 opportunities from the Woo. It's a different round. Still, 2 rounds is all that separates Vitality from starting off this quarterfinal with their opponent's map pick. Fighting Yard, heavy CT presence here, and of course he has. Apex continuing to chase that 2KD. Around the smoke, kicks it, exposed and beheaded. Apex on the warpath, 21 and counting.
He's dialed in.
Locked in. Unbelievable form we're seeing here from the Frenchman.
Oh, this timing.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's not done, is he? He's calling the site. Baron, clear. It's all theirs. They take it for free. No resistance from Heroic. A 12th round handed to Vitality on a silver platter by their leader.
Do you save?
Yeah, you definitely have to save. Oh, I think Nikodos and Shush can still drop next round, so. But what a read. I thought Heroic actually was going to have the advantage because I thought Vitality was going to use outside due to lack of... They know that the economy for Heroic is not good, so no op.
Right.
That's why they had the 3 rifles outside aggressive to counter that.
Bit of an old school yard control.
Yeah, but Apex just... I mean, the spam is a bit of a gift, but to expect another player and then even expect a 3rd one, he was holding T-Red the whole time.
Well,
so.
you just look at the scoreboard, right? Nert's only at 7 kills. He's in a very important position, and Apex is doing a better job of countering him time and time again, or at least finding those fights. They might lose everything here. The chase towards CT. Time on the bomb about to go off, but the fights are coming regardless. Shush, can he hold on to this?
I don't think so. Oh, it's all gone bar one. Nikodos, the only one lucky enough to bring a rifle through to the next. They are in trouble. They are on the ropes. Off kilter, no balance, no money. A saved rifle, sure. Shush can just about cobble together an M4. But this is Apex. Sure, smoke spam one thing, but anticipating Kickson and a clean headshot around the edge of the smoke. Beautiful placement of the crosshair. And this opportunity, gosh, the timing in Counter-Strike is cruel. And just like that, the top side was lost, the round, and perhaps the map. Heroic, they need 4 on the trot. This is their final timeout used.
Vitality hasn't really needed ZywOo this game, huh?
No, it's a gift. When you've got a performance like this from Apex, even Mezzi and Flames, with their contributions in the first half. And the pistol we saw, of course, Mezzi with that lovely double out yard.
Oh, they set themselves up nicely, right? The pistol conversions, the aggressive plays early on the CT side. Lobby crunch, outside fights from ZywOo. They were the impact rounds. Well, it's a pretty trash buy for Heroic, but it's the best that they can muster. Let's see if they can keep this game going.
ZywOo's turn to try and find some early damage on the warpath yard. Nikodos gonna have a glance towards Apex's position on the silo. Nikodos is flirting with some aggression, maybe a flash. No, does it dry? Down to Flames. No, it's long range, does connect on the MP9.
But that's one of the 2 rifles in the dirt. To get those back is going to be really tough. Nerds with the block smoke is going to buy them some time, but the lobby re-aggress. Spink should know this is coming.
He's anticipating it, surely. Considers his options. Flash into main. Testing Spinks. He gets himself the first and important integral trade from Shush. Can they survive the night? 3v3, this fight is everything for Nerds. He needs one, delivers it, bomb spotted. ZywOo alive, Apex and ZywOo again to close out and secure Heroic's map pick. Oh, not ready at all! Back of his head, Shush goes down. And Tessus, he's noted. This gets even harder now for the Dane. He's found the path of least resistance to at least get through the smoke. Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? He's looking towards the heavens. Apex, okay, he knows where they both are through the utility. Looking to come up clutch is Tessus. Isolating these duels, 1 by 1, does adjust into Apex. The clutch is on, a time-sensitive mission swings through! One Heroic picking Nuke, and they fall to Team Vitality. Apex, he's in form today.
Been given the good graces to start on the T side. What would you be picking if you had the choice, CT or T?
T.
T?
Yeah.
All right, so Vitality have been gifted the preferential side. Aggressive short with the USP. Nerds needs to hit. Oh, a crispy one to start. Now hanging around. They're harassing mid and short, Heroic. Don't want to give up the territory for free. This tells Vitality that long might be clear, or at least a little bit underguarded. Knowing a player was spotting through mid as well as Cat, you're probably expecting a boost that early.
And that's not gone well for Nikados. Apex starts as he continues to do damage, nearly taking Kixon down on his own. It's ZywOo that snatches that away. ZywOo repositions. He spots out the short aggress. They suspect it's only Sjuush here. He has got a lot to do now on the window position. They're charging into its location, tries to be poised, and nails the first onto Spinks. A second compulsory frag from Sjuush. Keeps it interesting. ZywOo, however, on the flank, and he does spot one. He spots them both. Nerds down, pushing the smoke. Tessus unable to provide the second, adjusting to Mezzi. And Vitality, they'll take another. Is that 3 pistols now?
Yes, indeed. Keeping up these strong starts in line with what you were mentioning Apex was talking about. So couldn't be going better for Vitality as far as that's concerned. Now, we saw Heroic on Nuke go for the second round force buy. That looks to be the same again. I think, look, I'm not pinning this on Nerds. I'm not saying these are easy shots, but when you're boosted and going aggressive short, and I know it's tough, right? But you're kind of hoping he finds a one-tap and a duel like that with players coming out of suicide.
I mean, it's a bit unlucky that he ate the flash.
Yeah.
I think the flash was supposed to set him up, so... but he should have kept fighting. I mean, his teammate was there. I think regardless of flash or not, he should have taken those duels.
Well, they double-naded long. Only one of them made it through the door, so Flamesy could have taken an awful lot more damage than he did. Apex signature in-game leader scout.
Yeah, you see that a lot.
Yeah, right?
What do you say in terms of, you know, the hierarchy of where the second round, CT second round force buy is effective? Would you say Dust2's up there with the power of the scout, the 5-7?
Yeah, Dust2 is definitely there. I mean, there's close angles. You can see these players on short kind of gathering around, waiting to get flash, probably after the smoke. And obviously, if the Ts know there's a scout in play, you have to take everything a bit more diligently, and you have to be careful. And especially if you don't see how many cross, you don't know if they're playing 4A or not.
Well, they're going long regardless of the potential for a scout. In fact, actually, Apex is bringing his. I imagine they're going to let Apex kind of suss it out.
Get him in the pit for sure. But then there's just the smoke and the cross. There's no HEs to blow it open. So this will be the initial exchange top site.
There's some information.
Well, Nikados is spotted and noted, but now that you have Apex in pit, they can just walk up long wall when Apex can cover off the top site, and they don't actually have a flash to push through. They've used their defensive smoke.
It's good timing for it.
Yeah, 30 seconds left.
They're going to have to fight around that CT smoke. They've got all the bodies they need here for Heroic.
2 HEs on the Vitality to break this side smoke if they want.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yep,
ZywOo getting chipped away. They do try and clear out the smoke. They've missed their HE. An angle found. A headshot posted. Mezzi, an important one. They need to be getting that bomb down. That's priority number 1. Flames tasked with doing so. Sjuush trying to take long-range duels. The bomb does go down. Still threatening. Tessus has found Mezzi. Nikados' scout connecting as well. Spinks the late piece from short. They're back to turn. Flames!
3 on 2.
He was trying to delay. A disadvantage now. Heroic, they're very low. Spinks' flank is good for 1. Uncomfortable for Spinks. That bomb is ticking in his favor, though, and look at their health. This long-range MAC-10 could work. The flash, he set himself up for it, needs to get across. Spotted out on the ramp. They need to provide some covering fire. They're defusing! They're defusing! And Heroic take it!
Wow. That is a crazy round to pull off.
I mean, I feel like it's so 50-50 when it's a 5v. It's a 5v4 at the A site, basically. And yeah, just shocking that Vitality don't find a better situation out of these trades.
So I'm surprised at how much they got out of this, right? And you had the scout down in pit where Apex has come out of pit to take a closer range duel. And that is a tough round for Vitality to lose. Well, at least Heroic are starting with some fight. Remember how the last 2 halves started? It was nothing, not even any kills. So they win the force. They force the rifles back in the hands, and ZywOo just charges straight up cat. Nerds is gone.
Yeah, just no respect. No respite. No, it's 0-3.
No, slow start again for him.
Yeah. And surely this is luxury now for Vitality, knowing you've got full short control at 1 minute 26. I imagine that gives you some freedom for your calls.
I mean, it's not a good feeling for CTs anyway. I mean, you win the round, and you know the rebuy is going to come in, and they got bomb plants. So, and if you know that Apex just doesn't care if he has a scout or not, you know, Zywoo's going to be on AK, and that's always a dangerous prospect.
Yeah, just literally running middle, taking the fight, winning it.
Here
and
I
then
come.
Nikodos is trying to get up so they can play at least 2-2 across mid doors, but they're covering it off.
Yeah, I mean, Nerd's he did not expect that at all, and that's unfortunate. I feel like he's having a pretty unlucky series so far.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
just swinging.
short-lived celebrations for Heroic.
Well, this is worse.
Yeah.
Their force bind into the next will only be with 1400.
Yeah. Worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Worst
CT
case scenario.
side feeling a little bit miserable. Shush is going to have to attempt to hold on to this AK. I can't believe all 5 staying alive. That's insane. Sphinx might even remove this.
Yeah, Apex is in the market for an upgrade.
All right, well, now he gives up his position. More than 20 seconds remaining on the bomb. They are spreading out to hunt this. You've got Zywoo coming through upper tunnels.
Oh, he's dead. Chad, I'm called in now.
Oh, okay.
Look at the
All right,
minimap.
all right.
Look at the minimap. He's in so much trouble. They're coming from every angle. Shush is going to have to fight his way out of here. Yeah, not to be. An upgrade found. Thank you very much. They come into that third round. Zywoo delivers them an opening, and it just topples out of control for Heroic. Now they're sent straight back to, well, peasantry.
Oof. Interesting that Vitality are the ones to take the tactical timeout off the back of that. Maybe just discussing the finances or how they're going to deal with that type of round again, because Xtaz not wanting them to trip up to a similar scenario that happened in the previous. I think some of the dramas are Nerds had the most amount of money and he didn't drop a scout for that of Nikodos. And here's another factor which I suppose it could be a bigger discussion. With Dust2 back in the pool, I would imagine before not everybody would have had the scout equipped. Right, but now with Dust2, it feels like you might have to have a few more players equipping that, right? You now need to choose and balance your weapons a little bit more. Did you always have the scout on?
Yeah, I always have the scout.
Okay,
yeah.
you like it that much?
Yeah,
so what are you going without? The FAMAS?
I mean, it's...
Or the AUG?
It's
No AUG.
FAMAS, both M4s, scout, AUG.
Okay, so that he's AUGless.
He's Organless.
I guess when your aim's as good as Twist, you don't need the AUG. It's just for boomers like me. And
Yeah.
See, Nerds opted for the MP9
and
because
he's
he wants
gone
to be
Aggie.
lower. Yeah.
Wow, I think Spinks is aware after that util arrives that he's under scrutiny. He actually falls all the way back, trying to get a long-range engagement.
Now, it's a bit weird that Vitality don't speed up given the info that Spinks has.
Oh, the bomb is on Apex, who's still patrolling towards middle, so he can't get isolated. At this moment, now if anybody pushes up mid and takes this duel, which Nikodos will not, there could be a little bit of strife. But I think they'll try earlier timing, as you can see the cross smoke landing for the minute mark this time round. No block smoke available for the CTs, no flashes again, just going to need to take some duels and kicks, and that's a big one.
That's a huge
Cheeky.
frag to post.
Good lurk, though.
The fact he's calling B site completely clear, does that pivot Apex? Yeah, the bomb is on the move. Oh, and he gets a lovely frag onto Shush. Despite Kickson's deagle, it's been Spinks that's found Vitality, the round-winning maneuver.
You can see Apex still a little bit skittish, right? Because there has been a gap. They could still have been in lower tunnels and pushed through. So he is being quite diligent, Apex. This is the type of guy normally running in with his knife out, not worried about anything, but seems quite dialed in today. I think Nuke is telling her that. So just being safe, not sorry. Sphinx is here. They clear it together. And as we can see, this round should be done and dusted. The bomb to go down in a moment's time. And we'll be calling it 3-1.
Yeah, it's not so bad from Heroic. I mean, they're just going to save long, and Nerds was able to pick up an AK, so MP9 and AK to go into the next round. Depending where Nerds positions, could be very dangerous for Vitality.
How do you feel about the long spawns potentially dictating a lot of what possible fights are available for the Ts?
That's just Dust2.
That's just
It's the
Counter-Strike?
same. Yeah, I mean, some games you're just going to be unlucky and your whole team is spawning on the left side towards B, and some games you're going to be on the right side, and it kind of dictates what type of game this can be played.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to do the late long thing that all the pro teams are doing so well.
Just need to make sure that you apply enough pressure to other parts of the map so that they just leave that one anchor. And then still to deal with that anchor, it's difficult, right? Because depending on the position or what type of flash that you're opting for, he can still just lock you down in the doors.
Yeah, I think it's that lovely flash that pops right in front of the double doors exit, so the guy that's closed doors and blue, but boosted on blue are all flashed off as well as your default.
Well, there was an example that Apex had thrown just before from green box.
Yeah.
Right? He was across there, and they went back through, and he flashed over from that point, so was dealing with a little bit more. I didn't see exactly where it popped, but that was their way with dealing with the late long take.
Okay.
All right, smoke to guys the cross. Apex can't call exactly how many have stacked over towards B. AK is going to go aggressive short, just like the pistol, but that's a banger from Apex. Even the tag, nerds, see you later.
Oh, he's having a fantastic day. Is Apex. Nuke was not just a one-time thing.
We did some digging into this during the group stage, Alex, about Vitality, well, I guess more ZywOo versus Donk. Right now in Counter-Strike, there's 3 names at the tippy top. Monacy, Donk, ZywOo. Right, those names are absolute monsters. And we haven't had Donk versus ZywOo.
Yeah, it hasn't ever happened.
Yeah, I think the last time Vitality played against Spirit was EPL season 16.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
But that was like the Patsy Siren kind of
maybe
era.
even Wonderful there at the time as well. So we might be on course for a Donk versus ZywOo semi-final.
That could be very exciting.
I mean, to be honest, with positions, it's probably Apex versus Donk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Nice. Yeah, he's going to have to keep this form up. Because Donk's more than happy to just give you those fights.
Well, Apex, once upon a time, the entry fragging Apex, I guess he's still doing that as an in-game leader. He loved holding W as well.
True. Yeah, I mean,
Still does.
Apex walked so Donk could wide swing.
Oh, Apex is loving it. 3-round difference right now for Vitality. Getting off to another flyer of a start. Tactical timeout called. Saw an opportunity to get on the mic.
What a lovely feeling that is for Apex. 1 minute 45, your first pre-aim, and bang.
I mean, it's a very good read. I mean, he knows that AK is in play, that a fast cat might be possible, and he just wants to instantly hold it.
Oh, it's very satisfying when your read is rewarded.
Who's got the long spawn right now for Heroic? Let's take a little bit of a look. Nikodos. All right, well, he doesn't have an AWP. Also doesn't have a molly. So maybe someone could drop that across to him if they wanted to go for an all-in long control.
I mean, with no skyboxes, there's a variation of different takes that are
Go for the
happening.
door smoke, right?
Yeah,
And the molly.
Yeah, I mean, Nico has been dropped the molly, so I think with first spawn, he's just going to cross and molly on the run.
Is there a philosophy between the long corner smoke or now with the new smokes where you can fully block off long? Is there a...
There is a smoke that can kind of be a wall on one side.
Is that beneficial or no?
Not really. I mean,
No.
people are always going to be able to edge around the smokes.
True.
But at B Expo is looking
Yeah, this
very
is
likely right
This
now.
is a bit of an all-in, isn't it? No presence mid, no one towards long, 5 players.
Very curious about that smoke. Kind of wish they actually just went for it.
So I would throw some supportive util to ensure no aggressions.
It's very quiet towards long. You'd be calling that if you were Tesses, right? There was nothing thrown there early within the round. It was just the mid-door smoke. So I feel like they're going through a standard default. They've just applied a little bit of pressure towards short. That's where your rotating player of Kixon has to make a bit of a decision. He's actually smoked off towards mid-doors. That means he can cross to help B, because here it comes.
This must be a fast door smoke.
Flash and go. Church is there, but just deleted, flatlined by Flames. Nerds, perhaps he's going to be overlooked. Now he's underhanded the smoke to play around. Getting spammed at. That low HP on Flames, he's taking more risks. Spamming the smokes, and down goes Kixon. Oh, it's flawless. Amezi double secures the round. And now Vitality making a 5th T round a reality. With 5 alive, no less.
Well, I feel like they had a decent read. They had 2 players in the B bomb side.
Yeah, and the rotator was even kind of leaning.
Yeah. I think Nerds has to do better there.
Yeah, it is pretty... when the second he drops his smoke, I mean, I can understand waiting a couple seconds. He's probably calling flash, just doesn't realize that his teammates are not having flashes. So, and the second that happens, you need to take your duel as fast as possible. I will say it's not as easy to hear, though, when Ts are executing and you're inside of a smoke, and the flashes, even though you're not getting blind, is still deafening you.
Yeah.
It can be hard to tell where the players are exactly in the site.
Yeah, I think that's an undervalued feature as well, as that the HE's deafening you for so long that we've seen a couple of instances throughout Dallas where teams are using HEs to close gaps. Like they'll know where you are, they'll throw the HE, and that's as
And they get space
they'll
on
start
you.
getting space on you.
Yeah, yeah.
What a Bravo case?
Oh, damn!
Purple, you'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, Shush was screwed. That's
Good
Kixon's
entry
death,
from
and
Flamesy.
Nerds, next victim.
You get bottlenecked in upper tunnels like that, and then Nerds gets involved in the fight. You're in a lot of strife.
From B to long, welcome to Dust2. And goodbye. That's short-lived.
Well, Nikodos will at least get the AWP out into the next round, if we're looking for any positives for Heroic at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have to get active, probably in the middle of the map.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here, Russ. You know, it's getting away from him already. 6-1.
6-1. I mean, you know, I've been asking, I've been trying to understand, is it T, is it CT sided?
Let's ask him.
Yeah.
He said he'd prefer to start T side, but what would you say is par for the course on this map? What should a halftime scoreline be?
I would say 7-5 for T's.
7-5 for T's.
Minimum.
Well, let's go through the maps. What about Anubis?
Anubis? I would say 8-4 for T's.
8-4.
But CTs are getting pretty good on this map. I feel like CTs are finally figuring it out across like all the teams in the top 10. But I think 8-4 is usually pretty normal for T's.
Ancient?
Okay.
I would say 7-5, 6-6 T.
Okay. All right.
I would say we're in a very T-sided meta at the moment.
Fair enough. We can't really ask about Vertigo at the moment because we don't really know.
No.
Now we have to wait and see.
Do you suspect it's made it harder for the CTs or easier for the CTs? The vertigo changes, yeah.
T.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Heavily favored T, I would say.
Just keep the T sides rolling.
Thank you, brother.
Sup, brother. All right, the orb's out. Nikodos, this is the moment, Alex. This is where it changes of a Heroic.
It has to. It has to. It's now or never. This quarterfinal's going to fly by for Heroic. It's going to feel like they haven't even got situated. And it does look like there's going to be a clash on long. Nikodos throwing out the supportive flashes. Kixon and Tessas dispatched to try and control it.
Curious that they still molly blue despite no corner smoke coming out.
Is he lining up late Xbox?
Well, late. They definitely want to go late long. And they want Tessas to be isolated. So this will apply that short pressure we were talking about. You can see on the radar that draws Nikodos back towards Car. Now Tessas isolated.
That is a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very strong combo. Probably the best long combo in the game.
And yeah, look what it does to Tessas. His options are so limited. Supportive flash above his head.
Oh,
Turns it, and down goes the long player. Tessas empty-handed. A nice opening kill, and they've got 60 seconds to piece together the finish. Spinks testing mid, actually catches out Nerds. Mezzy, very composed there, finishes off the spray onto Kixon. And that Nikodos AWP gets nothing done. Apex will find him. It's so comfortable for Vitality right now.
He got to fire one bullet. He invested all that money, one bullet, round over.
No fun.
But you said they need to get activated around the middle of the map. The reason that they're reacting so heavily to even just an Xbox smoke, they have no idea what is going on. No. Nothing at all.
I feel like they're just so they're not aware of where the players could be at the moment because there was not many sound cues in the middle of the map. I mean, there was no flashes that was used. Xbox smoke and then a molly tunnel would indicate usually something slow happening in mid. And of course, like at the beginning of the round, Heroic gave them so much info to use. The double molly along. And then you kind of, after this situation kind of happens, you can kind of tell that if you're Apex, you're going to feel like they're going to reset and play around this short info that they no longer have.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh dear. Has to be another partial investment out of Heroic. Taking their second tactical timeout. Oh, hold up a second. I said it had to be a partial investment. I guess kick.
Who?
What are we listening to?
Oh, so Heroic haven't been comping much.
Well, maybe the people at home heard something. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Here we go.
Some aggression.
This is what we've been hoping to see.
On your own, Alex. Everyone loves doing things on their own, don't they?
Complete solo adventure for Kixon, and it does bear fruit. He is going to be concerned about lower tunnel. Tessis is trying to provide some support. Does clock the push from Flames and Mezzy. And he's dead. So of Kixon, just like that.
It's literally just an individual move, right? And then from Cat, they're trying to cover offshore. You need a multi-kill in that round for it to even become interesting. Nerds is continuing to have a tough game. Like, overall, they're having a tough game, but Nerds is 0-7.
Look at Shush, though. He's at least going to be kind of trying to stay active. He's pushed up on the long door. Zywoo considering it, but that is the bomb.
Timing?
So they're timing. Zywoo, the patience on that one, not rushing it. I'm sure the call was, let's get short, where are you going? But still just catches the push from Shush.
All right, let's talk about the later game today. I was talking to Russ about, well, come on.
Yeah, no, fair,
what are we going to talk about here? They're about to get flattened, dead.
Well timed.
Yeah. So I know Russ wants FaZe to win.
Sure.
And I think he thinks they're going to win.
Sure. But I'm expecting Stewie to drop 30 frags.
Exactly. We're getting we're getting on the Stewie, the G-Stu hype train.
Like, I've got thousands of analysts in this arena right now, and they agree. They all believe.
FaZe is just a different beast, though.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like... I'll say this, even though we played them, I feel like G2 hasn't been tested. So...
Sure.
Like, I mean, their mouse match was very close, and to some degree our match was close, but FaZe is just such a well-oiled team that I feel like... I mean, Nico's IGL at the moment, and I feel like playing a team like them might be difficult.
Yeah, it's going to come down to some individual heroics if they want to
Nerds is
put up a fight. Well, Tessis has actually done well to find himself one prior to Apex converting.
Look at them, a complete pivot. So take all this pressure towards long. They've immediately started to dart the bomb back over towards B. Nerds, be careful now, son. Doors smoked off. They know it's not long. Like, their biggest concern is going to start to be short. Now that they've cleared it, they see nothing. They do have good info, but...
They're leaving.
Well, I thought they had good info.
No, the thing is they fully gave up long, and now for some reason they're questioning their own decision if they're actually out long or not, so...
This is a free bomb site. This is round 10 of the game. Nerds has just been tagged.
Yeah. What's going on?
My goodness, it's 2 one-sided right now. This is almost starting to look illegal. Leave Heroic alone. Kixon is on a 1 versus 3. He's done well to find Apex, but
well, they're giving him a way back in by fighting him.
Yeah, can Kixon have the clutch to ignite something for Heroic? Flames, Hobbs for bricks. Kixon, 15 bullets to win out this duel. Oh, and now he gets the info. It's Flames to close. Even when he has a go. Even when they put up a mild fight, a 9th round already secured for Vitality. This is just running away from Heroic. They haven't got anything to celebrate. A grand total of, well, no, 0 still for Nerds.
Yeah.
460 damage, not a single kill. We all know how that feels. And it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, there just hasn't been many opportunities where it's looked like Heroic has known what's been going on in the round.
Yeah, just like one step ahead, behind Vitality. ZywOo just going for a single spot on the mid-cross. Doesn't hit his shot.
Is it really noticeable with the AWPing difference against some of the teams on this map? Like if you're up against a Monastery or a ZywOo or somebody like that with an AWP, and then compared to an AWPer that's maybe a little bit more hit and miss, how much easier is your life?
Oh, of course. I mean, hang on, let's go through some action.
Yeah.
He's first!
He's done it. And down.
Well, that was the action.
Yeah. There might be more. This is where
yeah, look at Kixon. Perfect placement of the crosshair onto Mezzi, retreating down lower. Makes it a
bomb site's
3v3.
open right now.
Ouch. Damn, Spinks looking good. Catches the Kixon aggress.
B-side's clear. I feel like they have good info on this.
Oh, it's too
just so easy.
The fight's not even like labored at all. It's like, oh, they walk out, you're dead.
I don't feel like I'm necessary here right now, you know? Like, it's going one way or one way fast. Nika DOS. Oh, no. Whoa, guys. I thought they were going for the knife. They wanted to play knifey spoony.
Oh, this is punishment now. This is brutal.
To answer your question, though, yeah, you definitely feel when you're playing a team with a powerful AWPer. Because, like, the way you get to save so much utility if the AWPer is confident in just, you know, going down mid, clearing angles, or popping out top mid, crouch peeking, clearing op angles. Yeah, a heavy op presence on this map. I mean, this is what makes Dust2 kind of Dust2.
Yeah,
AWPer's playground.
I've always had admiration for James' approach, where he can kind of divide the rotation.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
Jane Park mid doors.
He backs himself. He backs himself.
We got
and
to
that's
the
one
point,
of the most annoying things.
We were having conversations back in the day when they were good at the map was you have to save a nade or like a smoke to rotate to the other side late in the rounds because you know James is going to
hit it. And he's going to hit it.
Yeah, he would also stand in angles where you can't blind him. So, yeah.
Calculated. Shush, this is a lot of work for him. Now he's delayed them, sure.
I feel like there's some tensions or maybe nerves. I mean, this is not typically a flash that you would entry B on.
Okay. I guess they've just been so under the pump. They're scared of everything.
Yeah.
Is Mezzi actually accounting for this potential AWP line? He is. He'll flash them off. And still, missed flash. Nikados profits. Tessa's caught out by ZywOo's AWP, trying to provide some support to Nikados. Levels it out into a 4-on-4 in this final round. Heroic just looking for some damage control. A second round to boast.
Haven't even done any like short executes at all this game.
No, I mean, they haven't had to.
We might get one of the last round here. Bomb's heading that way. ZywOo gets to join the pack.
Well timed.
Yeah, that's going to force him to push through.
Have to go.
Oh, big frag from Kicks, and he doubles up. Doing everything within his power. He's going to go down to the Tech 9. Still uncomfortable now. ZywOo gone. That becomes a second round for Heroic at the end of the half. Apex, nothing for him to do here. Getting caught from behind.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get to the bomb site in time. Nikados and Nerds just trying to play for their lives. There is the second. It's something for Heroic to end out the half. Vitality 3 rounds away from the semi-final here in Dallas.
Let's keep going, let's keep going. Bra visu.
Running long.
Could be behind you.
Dead.
Nice.
One more,
One shot
second
behind me,
shot,
could be.
second shot.
One shot, tight.
That's how
Nice! Let's go. Flashing now. Not dead, dead. Nice. Side, default.
I'm on him.
Hey, don't.
Smoke himself.
I'm going default. Window, boys.
That window.
I'm on the window. Nice. And let's keep running, guys. We play good. We play together. That's why we win. So let's keep doing the same. Careful for crazy push.
Well, what can you really say about this second map? It's been short-lived celebrations for Heroic and a 10-2 scoreline for them to stare down the barrel of. They won the second round. Vitality, unfazed, immediately put them back in their place, and it was just struggle street for the rest of what was a very quick first half.
If you're a Heroic fan, look away. If you're a Vitality fan, rejoice. Because this has looked like some of the best Counter-Strike they played all tournament long.
For sure. They've got that playoff buff, I suppose.
B-Rush?
It might just be, you know.
Never mind.
Well, certainly not the second part, but...
They're going to set up smokes from the tunnels.
Okay. Lurk smoke.
On a pistol round.
Door smoke. Mezzi spotting them moving. Lots of utility invested into this one. What have you got, Heroic? Can you give us anything to hold on to? A little bit of hope for Heroic. Nertz finds himself the first. Flames, he's been overlooked.
Oh my god.
Very active.
Oh, wow. No one knows. No one's looking. He unloads the dual Berettas. And ladies and gentlemen, this one's surely done now. Flames having a great time.
It just shows how calm they are.
Yeah.
Even from the voice comms that we could see, very calm, and there's only one player really giving the precise info and everyone else is just focused on their play. You could see how the whole CD side slowed down to let Flames make this move, and then they acted when he made contact.
Look at this cowboy in Dallas.
I can't believe he's just used their own lurk smoke against them like that. Like, he's there to... We saw him going to lower at the start of the round, but the fact that he's been able to respond to that in that time, it's a big smile on his face. And this has gone one way fast. Just 2 more rounds for Vitality to line themselves up with the match against Team Spirit in the semi-final.
Tasked with trying to hold on to the mid-aggress. An understandable investment. Nikodos trying to spot it out.
Just been a nothing game of Counter-Strike. Well, look, I'm going to level with all the people. The Heroic haven't even been remotely competitive in this.
No. Kind of looks like Heroic was surprised that this pick came in, to be honest.
I wonder what they would have thought Vitality would have run with. We had the bands of Ancient and Inferno.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, they can only really go there. Maybe Anubis? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, swings for the double. Traded back by Nikodos. It's a 3v3. Nertz to try and find a bit of a timing out towards A, but gets absolutely destroyed. A4 to the face.
Just trucked.
Come on in. The water's warm.
Shush gonna get a rude shock. A splash of MP9 bullets finds him.
That's because they saw 2 on the ramp, right? And just thought, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Shush had the gamble that the B player went towards mid to pick up for Spinks being dead. It's unfortunate that Nertz doesn't give it a bit of more of a wide swing. I mean, he hears 2 players walking CT. I think you typically either want to let them pass or try to catch a timing. It just seems, I don't know. He's having a rough game. I feel for him.
It's one of those games where nothing you do looks or feels right. You can have those off-timing games for sure. Well, the crowd knows what this means. Heroic exceeded everybody's expectations here in Dallas to make it to the playoffs.
Spinks looking to do what the crowd requests.
The finale.
Yeah, the grand finale. Charging up middle. Apex is sending Shush and Tessus to an early grave, and an exit in the quarterfinals for Heroic imminent. Down goes Nertz, empty-handed. It's Nikodos versus 5. And a Vitality scoreline. This is a quick speed run of a quarterfinal. Vitality knock them out. It's a party for Apex. Vitality securing it in 2, and we get the opportunity to see the very first head-to-head between ZywOo and Donk at the 100th IEM.
That's an exciting prospect right there, setting the stage for the semi-finals rolling around tomorrow. Later today, we have the likes of FaZe.